Hello. Let me get this right. This is real down. Use some Nespresso boxes to get you up. There. Hi, this is horrible. This is still bad because I have to like stand like a normal person. What's happening? I'm hungry and my dad's on the phone. So I was like, why don't I just make dinner with people that love me? You already had dinner. That makes sense. 7 o'clock here. I should have done this on my computer, but I'm still gonna work it out. Hi guys. Hi, little surprise live with horrible lighting. So I'm gonna make dinner. And I don't know about you guys, but during this coronavirus, all I've been wanting is comfort food. So I'm gonna make something that I used to make. My dad used to make this a lot when I was younger, which is basically macaroni and cheese, but macaroni and cheese with hamburger in it. So I'm gonna make that using Annie's homegrown organic macaroni and cheese. This one has B shapes. This one is just classic cheddar. I think I'm gonna do the classic. And basically it's like hamburger helper, you know? And I'm really hoping that it helps. I specifically need the help. So what I'm gonna do is try and lessen the amount of lactose in the macaroni and cheese by using unsweetened almond milk instead. And but I will make the macaroni, I'll make the hamburger using clarified ghee. Get a pan. Get a saucepan. Get some fun things on the side. This is a garlic gold sea salt. I might use that. Beef. Here's some nutritional yeast, which also just tastes exactly like powdered macaroni and cheese with powder, but it's vegan. This is not a vegan dish, obviously. I'm using beef, and the box is not vegan, but I'm gonna try and just take it down a notch. So I do have vegan butter, I do have regular cheese, so it's just really a mismatch of things, but whatever. I'm here for it. So I'm gonna do two things at once. So I'm going to fry the beef in here, and I'm going to boil the pasta in here, and then I'm going to put it all together. Okay, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying sane. For the first time in my whole life, not even my whole life, but like for the first time I worked out at home. I'm never someone who works out at home. I really like having someone tell me what to do and then feeling the people around me doing it and being like somewhat inspired by them. I'm not a competitive person, so I'm not like, I'm gonna do it better than she is. I'm more like, she's doing it, try and push through to do it, you know, so. Okay, is that too much water? Okay, so let me get my utensils and we'll do this thing. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to get this pan a poppin'. You know what Martha Stewart says? Get pans a poppin', she should. This is my dad's broiler system. It's actually somewhat hard to do. He's talking to his friends on the phone, so I literally was like, I'm just gonna go live and talk to my friends. Okay, so that started. I'll put a big thing of ghee in there. Ghee is clarified butter, you know, GHEE, that is supposed to have a higher heating point than regular butter. You don't have to refrigerate it, or at least this one you don't have to. And it's somewhat, I guess, healthier to, oh Lord. It's somewhat healthier to fry things in. You could use coconut oil, but with this I'm doing this. Okay. And then over here will be my macaroni and cheese. We'll get that a poppin'. I'm probably not going to save this. I feel like this is going to be the most boring live. But you know what? Honestly, I told you I wanted to cook with some friends, so I'm really doing this for me more than for anyone else. Okay. The ghee is already melting because that pan is warm. I don't think my dad wanted any, and so I'm just doing this for myself. So that's why I don't care so much about using a big pan. Okay, giving my handies a little wash. And gonna grab the salt, which I realize I need. I'm gonna put a little salt in the boiling water for the macaroni and cheese. And to put some ground beef in this pan, honey. Okay, so she's scooping off some ground beef. I went to the butchery, which is like a nice butcher. Might be a little, he's talking on the phone. And I bought some beef, some steaks and some chicken. They were really expensive, but I wanted to make sure I could get some. And I didn't know what the stores were like midday and what would be left. And so I paid a little more for high quality meat that was in stock. With all they're doing this meat, I figured they would be less apt to run out of it. So, oops, that's what you guys see. It really wants me to keep this thing at a horizontal. A little more in. Yeah, maybe I'll put a little more in. Use my clean hand, I just washed, and just grab another hunk. Okay, so that looks like a healthy amount. I want it to still be more macaroni and cheese than beef. And I know that we have plans to use this beef for more. We could make bolognese with it, which is another thing I love to make. But honestly, I made the best tacos the other night, and so I know I want more tacos. So, okay. Let me wash it. Okay, so these, if you want to make tacos, I mean, you would just cut some onions, saute the onions, add the beef, and then put various spicings in. If you have a taco mix, great. If not, you can really do well with like some chili powder and some cumin. Okay, so for this spice mix, I'm going to do a little of the garlic sea salt. Not too much because I don't want that much garlic in, but just to give it a little flavor. And then a bunch more regular, like this is Himalayan pink salt. I love spice grinders because I feel like you get a really fresh, very flavorful hint of herbs when you do that. So this was Ooh, this is gonna be splattery, honey. I should have done this on the back burner. Meanwhile, let's turn that up a notch. I realize that this ground beef is going to be done and waiting for its next component. I'm still breaking some parts of the beef. I am also going to add a little of the nutritional flakes in here to give it like a cheesiness. To all my parents out there who are like just kicking it with their kids and feeling some type of way about it, you are. I can't imagine just having to like day in, day out, especially school-age kids who are used to like a structure and everything, having to like fill their days with things. I mean, babies are, believe me, hard to deal with too, but for most parents, they were already going to be home with their babies. I just imagine how much Frozen 2 you've been watching. You know, right now I have Love is an Open Door in my head, and I don't even have any kids. So I'm going to have to drain this beef. It's real oily because of the clarified butter and obviously the fat that I'm also cooking out of it, before I add it to the macaroni and cheese. Okay, so do some cleanup while you can. So I have the butter, I have macaroni and cheese box, I have unsweetened almond milk. I really would, if I could, I'd use a little something thicker like oat milk, but actually I think I have the oat milk in the fridge in the back. What if I should use the oat milk instead? You know what, I am. How are you guys doing? I wish I could talk to you, but going live on my phone is really hard to see. I wish my dad would come down. Dad, are you busy? Okay, I'm doing a live for YouTube. Will you get the oat milk out of the garage? Okay. This beef cooks rather quickly, as beef does, especially when you crumble it.
Smells like ground beef.
I'm doing a live on my YouTube. Will you get the oat milk out of the garage fridge for me, Daddy?
Okay.
Because out here I only have the oatmeal flavored one. It's called Oat Yeah, the one that has a blue top, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna be on live, just so you know.
I don't know. Come on.
I told you I am. I don't know why you didn't hear me. So my dad has a thing where he doesn't want to be shown on live when he's.
You're not paying.
And he's saying when he's not being paid.
Yeah, I'm not being paid.
Well, Dad, put on a shirt and come over here. He is gonna come out. Okay, so this is done, honey. So one way to drain fat, of course, that I'm going to do is I'm going to just drain it onto some paper towels. I'm going to scoop the ground beef onto some paper towels onto a plate. Dad, thank you. You want to come say hi?
No.
He did get it for me though. Oh, it was vanilla. Oh, I'm gonna have to use the almond milk. I should have bought some regular, non-flavored oat milk, but I didn't. You know, I don't know if about you guys, but it's like every day I'm like, oh no, I need this when I'm quarantining. So today we just found out, we're now in Orange County, but we found out that LA, 45 minutes ago, about an hour ago, Mayor Garcetti, the mayor there, issued a citywide safer at home, which is kind of like limiting the travel for non-essential travel around the city, which is kind of like a lockdown. So that's happening in here. LA is where I live, and right now I'm in Orange County hanging out with my dad. Orange County has not had a lockdown yet. Orange County is rather has a, I think it's a larger surface area of different cities. So I'm so happy to see you guys. I really am. While this is happening, I can come talk to you guys. I've been watching a lot of TV, you know. I still have to watch the Real Housewives of New Jersey Tell All, which I'm really excited about. It's sitting on my DVR, but I also finished Love is Blind. I wanted to get it all done and then watch the Tell All, and so I could have a recap live with you guys. The Tell All was boring, really boring. By the way, this is like the worst lighting. I must have looked like a for the whole time. Not that I look great now. I have no makeup on, but oh, somebody gave me a super chat. Thank you so much. So I did watch that, and then I have to reacquaint myself with Cheer because I want to talk about Cheer as well. There's some Cheer update, which I can talk about in my live, which I'm really sad about because there's some great kids, but it's a sad update for them in regards to the coronavirus. They have the same faucet. Yeah, this is my dad's. We bought these herbs today. A little like fresh basil, a little mint. My Nespresso, love that. Just full of stuff. So one thing besides, I told you that I've been eating things that I've ate a lot in my childhood. And my dad's like a comfort eater too. So he bought himself cinnamon checks, and I'll tell you what I bought. This was low-key my favorite cereal growing up. And I haven't had this cereal in, I can't even tell you that long. I don't even eat cereal in life, but I bought myself Captain Crunch Berries. And it's important that there's a Crunch Berries there, but it can't all be berries, which I realize they sell all. Am I back? Am I back? Tell me if I'm back, Lisa. You guys, all of the grapes, honey. Ooh, look on. Back now, gone. What does that mean? Am I back or am I gone? Okay. So definitely time. The thing about this fridge, it yells at you when you like don't close. Okay. Ah, yes. Honey, have you tried this creamer? If you like coffee, try the Khalifa brand almond milk creamer, and the hazelnut flavor is the bomb. Just so much fruit, so many veggies. Then this refrigerator has an extra compartment for more. This is like more my stuff that I put in here. And then it has a huge ass freezer and with an extra freezer drawer. Which, by the way, like other thing I bought is a lot of almond milk. Look at that. Oh, I'm glad I opened this. I like macaroni and cheese and peas together. What a happy find. So, honey, my macaroni is in the pan. There's my beef just chilling off to the side. This is little dining room, and then back there is the sitting room, like the fancy sitting room. God, I'm gonna get so mad at myself later about this live. I just came out of the shower and then just didn't do anything. I wish I could talk to you guys more than I can right now, just because, again, going live on your phone has some challenges. It really does. I hope all your families are doing well. I talked to Wad. The stock market, as you may have heard. So, you know, we need folks to just keep on. This is part of it. It's going to come back. It might take some time, but this is what happens, the economy. This is an unprecedented situation, which one of the happy results of one of the only like silver linings of this, besides the fact that we are spending some more quality time with our family, as people are coming together in a way like beyond family. But I'm just so scared of when this like hits a little more when we get the testing. I hope that we don't lose more lives. I'm hoping that people are working on their immune systems, are staying away from people. I've been taking like elderberry and vitamin D, and I told you I tried to work out today just to like keep my immune system up. Definitely drinking a lot of water for me works because in sleeping, those are kind of like natural immune things. When I'm not sleeping well, I tend to get sick. How's my macaroni doing? My macaroni is at that stage where you see the white tips of the noodles. So it's not done, but almost. I just saw someone give me a book recommendation. I'm gonna go back and read the comments when I'm off this. But I have a Kindle with me and I'm downloading books and reading them. It's another thing is like I get to read more books than usual. But also like even like forcing myself to work out when like in a new way is good for me because I can tend to like rely on like having perfect circumstances, and those perfect circumstances are like going to my favorite instructors at my various workout places and or walking or hiking. And so not because it's raining in LA and Orange County. I've been like walking outside and stuff, but today was impossible. So being able to be somewhat like self or independent of self to work out, which is just like, okay, I could literally just work out with my own body weight. But I have like a yoga mat and I have some free weights and some bands. And I did like just stuff today that I know I can do. And I felt really good. I don't know how loud my dad's TV is. Is it really loud? Seems like it's getting louder. I want my dad to do a live with me. I have to make sure that he feels like prepared, which means like putting on a shirt. He just loves to walk around shirtless. I think he gets hot a lot. Okay, so I'm going to get myself ready to. I'm going to get myself ready to. What did you say? I can't hear over your TV. Oh. Dad, will you turn it down? Oh my God. Listen, I know you guys are with your kids right now, but it's actually I'm like with a kid himself. I'm gonna walk upstairs and tell him to turn it down. We get to see the house. He left the room. It's like he turned it up and left the room. I am yelling at him.
Watch Pierce Brosnan fight against the Irish law to bring his children home.
I don't know if you guys can see this is the room we've been spending the most time in. That's my seat with the blanket. That's my dad's seat. He's charging his phone.
I had no inkling that anything was going to change my life that day. Okay, guys, let's get ready to get running.
Am I back? Okay, so I just wanted to show you. This is the den that we spend the most time in. There's so much seating. There are so many drinks. All this beer that literally no one ever drinks. For all my Lebanese or Arabic people, look, we have Al Maza, which is a Lebanese beer. It's very important. I don't drink beer at all. I think it's gross.
But I needed to get home as soon as I could because I had one night left to fight and security's going to change.
I drink red wine, but I had some red wine like one night of quarantine, and it was good, but I think it messed with my sleep, so now I'm not doing it. And I'll just enjoy a triumphant return to drinking when we all go to bars or restaurants later. I don't know if you guys saw this room because of the buffering. My dad did the decor. This is the seating room. That is a picture of the Balboa Pavilion, which is in Newport Beach. This is like our player piano, Steinway and Sons. It's really old. So, oh, someone else gave me a super chat. Thank you. Okay. That's the way the house looks from the front, if you were. That's like the quote unquote front view, outside view. So this is what the kitchen looks like. It's like an open air kitchen. Cooking with. Ooh, my pasta's probably done. It's done. Okay, I gotta put you down and I got to drain this, honey. You gotta drain it. Oh. Thank you to everyone that's here. Just thank you for hanging out with me. Okay, I'm gonna take down the fire a little bit. I'm going to add some butter. Get that butter going. And then I'm going to add so get the butter going. Add my almond milk. Give it a little shake first. I'm gonna add a little more butter. Wrap up the rest of this vegan butter. Oh, the trusty packet of cheesy goodness, cheesy powder goodness. I guess there's people in this world that were raised on Velveeta that feel like macaroni and cheese should be made with like a paste that isn't refrigerated in a foil packet. And you know, how am I going to tell them they're wrong? Because, what, am I better because I like a powder? No, I'm not better, but Velveeta has never spoken to me, not never. I don't like Velveeta cheese. I don't like the taste of that cheese. I'm not into that kind of thing. I like this processed powder stuff so much better. It makes more sense to me. So I'm just mixing it around. I'm just doing this to get the like chunks out while I can, and then I'll add all the ingredients back in. You could have easily just poured it over the macaroni and start stirring, but you know. Oh my God, that rich golden color. It's nothing like it. I'm gonna do a Giada trick too, if you ever follow Giada. 3 things about Giada, if you like Giada. One thing is that she loves lemon and she loves fennel. Those are 2 things. And the other thing, I guess she has 4 tricks. Another trick is if you're making like a marinara sauce or even a soup, she like soaks a Parmesan rind in it to get the flavor, which that sounds great too. But one other thing she loves to talk about is that she loves to grate fresh Parmesan over her pasta so that it melts a little bit. And then when you put the sauce on top, it sticks to it. So that is something I'm going to take for this macaroni and cheese. I'm not going to use Parmesan, although you could. I'm going to put my macaroni back into the sauce. It's just sitting on top before I actually start to stir it in. I'm going to take a grater and I'm going to grate some more cheddar cheese on top of the pasta. So the cheddar cheese will then melt a little bit on the pasta, and then when I mix the sauce in, hopefully it'll stick to the pasta just like Giada says it will, and be even extra gooier. This is just like some fancy cheese I bought at the butchery. I told myself I wasn't gonna buy cheese while I was quarantining. I'm a woman of many contradictions, using almond milk and vegan butter for macaroni and cheese with real cheese and beef. So you know what? We do what we can do. Okay. Oops. Okay. Now I'm going to start the stir process. Oh God, this is the best part. You guys, this is the best part. This is not the best part of making macaroni and cheese. Just like, oh my goodness. You know how this is? It's still watery, the cheese sauce, but it'll start to thicken. Okay, now I'm gonna add other things like some of these organic peas. And this will be my vegetable in there. Some greenery. I like, besides peas, I love broccoli in here too. Like my favorite would be like if I had actually roasted some broccoli. I like roasting the broccoli with macaroni and cheese because I love that like charred broccoli-ness on top. I think it's really yummy. Okay. And here goes the beef. And mixing it all together. Just keep showing you guys. Oh my gosh, why are you looking at this? I feel like I'm gonna have to add some salt and pepper. I like a salty macaroni and cheese. I think that's very important in life. What a dream, right? Not too much ground beef, really small particles. Obviously, this is like the most kid-friendly dish I could possibly make. This whole thing, this whole quarantine has had me like craving stuff from my childhood. I want to make sure that the peas get somewhat heated and cooked through. I mean, not cooked through, they're already cooked, but I want to make sure that peas are not frozen, so I'm taking a little more time storing and keeping this going. Oh, I love it so much. It's so comforting. Okay, let me take a spoon, taste it, and see my handiwork. Oh, what's on there? Something got on my shirt when I was trying to wipe. Oh, that's upsetting. This is the messiest live. Look, I just like spilled something on my shirt. I don't know what it is. I think it's like barbecue or something. Okay. It is good, but it definitely needs some salt and pepper. Gosh, why? Okay. Okay, that's a lot of salt. Some pepper. And a little more nutritional yeast. Okay, I'm turning it off. My dad's just talking loudly on the phone. So it's done, guys. Can you believe it? Thank you for being with me on this journey for my macaroni and cheese. I really appreciate you all. Okay, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Look at this macaroni and cheese. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for hanging out. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe in. Make art. Right now, it's macaroni and cheese. So comforting. Okay, bye.